Modi is the only thing this election is about. Hashtag brand Modi is continuing to peak.
The Prime Minister has vanquished all the opposition.
India's TV news screens night after night, dishing out flattering coverage of the Prime Minister.
And Prime Minister Modi.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
For long, NDTV was widely considered a lone independent voice. Last year, it was snapped up in a hostile takeover by billionaire tycoon Gautam Adani.
It would not be the channel that it was.
Journalist Nidhi Razdan became part of a mass exodus of star anchors as things began changing at the channel.
If you look at the channel today, it is far more sympathetic to the government, far more hostile to the opposition. There was a series of documentaries months after the takeover. It was like an advertorial for the achievements of the Modi government.
The Adani Group denied these allegations, saying NDTV operates with editorial freedom, impartiality, and the highest ethical standards. India has hundreds of TV news channels. The opposition runs many regional ones, but at the national level, most are owned or controlled by ruling politicians or select business barons. A pre-election analysis of prime-time coverage on some of these channels had startling findings. Half of them had anti-opposition themes. Over a quarter praised the Prime Minister, and just 1% spoke on substantive issues like jobs and education. This perceived bias has a direct link to how these channels are funded.
A big chunk of the money that many of these television channels earn is through government ads. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, for instance, has spent over $700 million on print and TV ads in their first 8 years in office.
There's news, there's sense, and there's nuisance.
Manisha Pandey closely tracks the media.
Without TV News' favorite villain, the opposition.
Large section of media owners today have business interests other than the media. It's very difficult for them to have a news channel that questions the government, the very government that they're working with, that they're in business with.
The opposition says the media is no longer asking tough questions to the government. However, a government advisor told us it wasn't the journalist's job.
All this is newfangled notion of holding power to account, interrogating power, speaking truth to power. That is language for activists.
As Mr. Modi seeks a third mandate, critics say the current TV media landscape gives him a distinct advantage. His big money appears to have squeezed out many independent voices. Nikhil Ananda, BBC News, New Delhi.